Welcome back to Combust Astrology. Let's go ahead and cover the new moon. Also talk a little bit about eclipse season. So as you might know, we have quite a bit going on currently in the silly star signs. So we do have Virgo, Sun and Moon together, with the South Node also in Virgo, and eclipse season. Believe this is the second of the whole thing. I think it was like a full moon in Pisces. We also have Uranus, Pluto, Saturn here with Neptune together. And I like to think of what's going on here as a nice little start, just a reset. The whole idea of the eclipses, or even eclipse season and everything else, is something that you already know. You're already familiar about it. You're already aware. And I broke this down to someone I was teaching yesterday, that Saturn is greater than the nodes, is greater than the new moon. God, that's ugly. Is greater than the new moon situation with the eclipses, because all of this is a blind spot. It is where you don't see traffic coming. Saturn is a 2.5 year cycle, right? The nodes, I kind of just give them 1.5 years with everything. And then the new full moon, the new moon, the eclipse, about 6 months to 9 months. And then also every new and full moon itself, that happens 2 weeks within a month, right? I know the conversion's not the best, but Saturn teaches you to address an issue that you haven't seen. The north and south nodes teach you to accept a part of your life that you have to work on, meaning balancing the past and the future. And then the sun and moon are working together every single bi-weekly cycle in a month to stop you from deviating off track. Granted, though, it is happening at different cycles. It's still the same main thing. So after doing these videos for like 2 years, I started seeing this. Like it's not that much different, but the sign that it's happening in is different. And why I say it's not that much different for this especially is because Saturn was just in Pisces, right? So let's cover that. Saturn took itself into Pisces. And then after being in Pisces, it decided to... Oh, it's not drawing. I didn't realize that. Saturn went into Pisces, and the nodes went into Pisces and Virgo. And then the new moon is in Virgo, right? Saturn and Pisces sort of opposed the mutable Virgo and taught it to just have faith and believe and not try to control and organize everything, because you can't, and it's going to drive you crazy. The north and south node is once again asking you to have faith, move into what it is your higher calling is in that location, right? And then the new moon this time, instead of the full moon, it's going to teach you to reset, to look at what it is that you need to work on and allow it to just simply be. Now, I highlighted the Pluto, Uranus, Saturn, and Neptune for a specific reason, and that's because this little small, I'm going to call it a mini trine, or grand, I don't know. I don't know. I know what they were. I know what they are, and sometimes I just forget the name, all right? That little geometric shape is, to me, power. It's very much free energy. Neptune and Saturn is keeping it compressed, but still desiring more. And then Uranus and Pluto is trying to simultaneously break you out, right? So it begins to look like this really interesting energy converter thingy, right? I take in everything to Neptune in Aries and I create. Then it immediately gets audited by Saturn, to which now I get to feed into these two angles of chaos, which Pluto in Aquarius is going to desire higher for me, and Uranus in Gemini is going to desire me to not just simply be this. The idea of constant change and evolution. There has to be like creativity to it. So I'm just like, this is free energy. It's free energy. You get to really force yourself. You get to really push yourself, right? Where are we going to go? How far? What are we going to do? I feel like that's free energy to me. So I think this is an awesome bit of a transit. Although it's nothing new to you, it's still an awesome bit of a transit to me. And this is why, looking at all of this. Could I probably sprinkle some more stuff? Maybe. Do I think there's anything more besides this? Not really. Because you've already been dealing with this. So, yeah. That's all I got. Thank you so much for watching and take care.